Highwayman is a man, typically on horseback, who held up travelers at gunpoint in order to rob them. So let's get country and rob our enemies of their lives in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands with the Highwayman Assault Rifle. What's up, YouTube? Zero here, and today I have a gun review of the Highwayman Assault Rifle in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. In this video, I'll go through the overview of the Highwayman you're seeing in this video. Then I'll get into some more gameplay and I'll talk about the pluses and minuses of utilizing this gun. Then at the end of the video, I'll get into Fate or Hate. Is the Highwayman fated to be in the Fate Maker's inventory, or are you going to hate it and should you trash it immediately? Before I get into it, I do want to say if you do enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more Tiny Tina's Wonderlands content. I do a bunch of other RPGs, so feel free to check those out as well. Thank you so much in advance for doing so. I'm so close to 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, about 1,000 away. But anyway, let's get into the overview of my Highwayman, which is the Efficacious Highwayman of Mania. This is a Skulldugger Rifle, and mine is epic. The damage is 402, accuracy is at 66%, handling is at 60%. The repair time is, of course, going to depend on how and if you allow your gun to heat up. That's going to be about 4.3 seconds. The fire rate is 4.7, and the shots to break, of course, this is a Skulldugger, so you keep firing continuously. The gun's going to heat up. You're going to have to break the gun and repair it. Mine deals frost damage at 443 damage per second with 11% chance. When action skills start, increase status effect chance and damage by 20% for 10 seconds. This plus 15% fire rate and a 1.8 times zoom. Now that we've talked about the overview of the Highwayman you're seeing in this clip, let's get into some more gameplay and talk about the pluses and minuses of this gun. First, I want to start with the sight that I have on this gun. This sight is actually perfect for this gun. You can still hip fire to great effect. This sight makes it so you can hit at the range you really want to. This gun is going to be more of a medium range gun, and the sight is really nice, can really help you with your accuracy to hit your target dead on where you want to. Skullduggers aren't typically known for their accuracy, but this sight is going to make the gun that much better. I really enjoy this sight on this gun. Now, of course, this is a Skulldugger, so you can choose to play this a few ways. You can just let the gun break, continuously firing, getting it to its overheat point, and then you're going to have to repair it. A 4.3 second reload is actually pretty slow, although the shots to break is pretty long. So that's not as much of a concern when you're continuously firing. But once you do break it, it is pretty slow to reload. That's just something to note. But the fact that you do get a vast amount of bullets before you have to reload is really worth noting, because you can fire a lot of damage into enemies prior to breaking your gun. But you're going to have to find a safe place to repair your gun after you do break it. Now, mine deals frost damage. My build is focused on dealing frost damage. You can see I am a Berserker Spore Warden combo, focusing on dealing frost damage. I do have the Cape of Tides, and I also have the Tidebreaker spell, making it so frost damage deals increased damage to enemies. So the gun should be producing more of an output with the frost damage type. So now that we've talked about the pluses and minuses, let's talk more about our Fate or Hate. Is this gun fated to be in the Fate Maker's inventory, or are you going to hate it and should you trash it immediately? First things first, I love frost dealing weapons. Of course, you can get this gun with any damage type or no damage type, but I got it with frost. My build is focused on dealing frost damage, and while the gun can do decent, my build is focused all around it. Skullduggers can be hit or miss. There are a lot of good assault rifles out there, and this Highwayman has to compete with all of them. I found this gun to be fairly effective with the build I have. But when you take away all of my bonuses that I'm trying to get, especially with frost damage, the gun just feels a little underpowered. While I love the fact that the sight is amazing and I can fire a lot of bullets prior to having to break the gun to repair it, the repair time is very slow, taking me out of my rhythm and out of combat, and the damage just doesn't feel like it does as much as other assault rifles, especially some of the Torgue assault rifles I've shown you recently, such as the Encapsulator Torgue assault rifle. So for that reason, I'm gonna hate this gun. I enjoyed using it, but just overall, it's not great. But let me know in the comments section what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, peace.